Celtic, under Neil Lennon, underperformed this season. They finished second in the SPFL, the top division of Scotland, picked to the post by, of course, their bitter rivals Rangers with half of the budget. Also, Rangers are flying in Europe, Celtic are not anymore, and even though they are a huge giant, have won 51 times, the champions, of course, of Scotland, and domestic cups 39 times, they still can't win the league this year. And not only that, the league is over completely before the end of the season. They have washed the floor with Celtic, have Rangers. So this time, we go through a new video on the channel where we are going to attempt, yes, the common career mode thing, a rebuild. So if you are new around here, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hopefully these will be a weekly thing. Let's get on with it, and let's try and rebuild Celtic into the Scottish powerhouse. But just before we get started, of course there are ground rules like every single save, but only 3 on this channel. The first one, no extra money. I can only use the 13 million provided that Celtic have, no more, no less. Also, I can keep 5 players from the same nation in the team at all times. I cannot go against that. 5 Scottish men need to be in that lineup. And the last thing, it's just a chiller saying try not to sell all the players. We don't want a complete turnaround. So here we go. Every game will be simulated. We have the transfer window enabled. Job offers are going to be disabled. Strict transfer offers. And let's see how we can change Celtic's fortunes. So here we go. First things first, we are going to pick the European International Cup. Hopefully get the most money. The likes of Norwich in this and a couple more teams. As yes, I am going to try and make quite a few transfers in this first window. It's going to take a bit to turn it around, but I am going to look at the team. I'm not a fan of that formation, mind you, as we have a couple of decent players in there. The likes of Duffy on loan, Nutcham now 73 rated, Forrest on the bench, Brown in the midfield. This needs a turnaround. One thing I am actually noticing whilst I'm trying to change this team around a little bit is the lack of a striker. Lee Griffiths, yes, Celtic through and through, is a Scotsman, but I feel like I do need someone stronger. So without further ado, I think I'm going to build this team, then get signing. And this is, I think, the default starting lineup I am going to go with. A lot of players in the reserves were hiding, so I think that is a lot better. But then again, it's not as strong as I think Rangers are. And despite our aims only trying to win the league title, they've got a high expectation of us, the board. Champions League, they want us in the knockout stages, and they do want us to win both cup and league. We'll try it. And also, if I didn't mention at the start of this save, this is only going to be a 1-season thing, so we are going to simulate 1 season, hoping to try and change the fortunes of Celtic, as we have gone and put a load of scout reports out and a couple of transfer lists. As you can see there, Taylor getting back to us, as we really need to change this round. And we're starting off January with 2 transfer offers in for players who I don't really see staying here. Greg Taylor, almost 5 million, I have accepted from Montgomery, and Tom Rogic is hopefully off to Espanyol. But unfortunately one doesn't go through. But the other one does. That's a bit of money in the bank. And also another offer incoming here. I mean, it's more than I think Leon offered us. Brentford, after Abdelhamid, we'll let him go. And after selling those players, we've gone ahead and brought in our first signing, £9 million for the 24-year-old Ollie Mcburney, saving him from Sheffield United, who of course rock bottom of the Premier League. So hopefully he can do well here back in Scotland. It is of course the nationality that he comes from, but of course not really a Scotsman, born in Leeds and born in England, of course. So I think he's going to go in the starting lineup ahead of Edouard, who is still good, because I want to get some foreign players all over the field, and I do need 5 Scotsmen. And another offer in right here, Tom Rogic. He didn't go to Espanyol the first time round, hopefully goes to Monterrey or even Watford. As yes, finally he has left, as we've got another offer in for Christopher Julian, 6 million from Galatasaray. You know what? I'm going to accept that, just because I feel like that money, with the money we already have, could be big in terms of defenders. And same with Oliver Nitcham, not even in the starting 11, and we've got a 6 million offer from Celta Vigo. Go, mate. And after receiving the money for the players we have just sold, we are bringing in a new centre-back. Yes, aging, but we've got 1 year to complete this challenge, and I feel like Gary Cahill of Crystal Palace is a very cheap, very, very good option for in defence. 2 additions so far, I think, give us a bit more squad depth. I think Gary Cahill is better than Julian, and of course we've got more money, bang for his buck, and then Edouard could maybe be sold, because we have Ollie Mcburney up front, but still, maybe some work in the defence. I do rate Frimpong, but maybe another centre-back with more experience. And Nicham does follow Julian just after, so the Frenchmen have left the club. Only Osam Edouard, who is still here. So we've got a couple of loan offers as well, accept them. And I think we've got around 20 million now to try and dip into the market again. And just to make sure we get the midfield right, I'm going to go in for the identical brother of Scott Brown. It's John Joe Shelby from Newcastle. Let's see if we can do this one. As was it ever in doubt, we've brought him in. But unfortunately, just yet, we can't stick him in the starting lineup because we need the 5 Scotsmen. McBurney, Christie, Forrest, McGregor and Brown all in there, and they are the only ones. So we are going to go into our first game. All games are simulated. This is going to be a quick sim against Motherwell, and then we're going to skip to, I think, 10 games in and see how we've done right there to see our progress. As can we try and get a result? We do! First day victory, but only because of a last minute penalty missed. And I think the last signing I want to make for the summer transfer window is Sofiane a la Couch, saving a little bit of money of course for January if we're not doing well there. Gotta take that risk, as hopefully we can get the Frenchman in. And was it ever in doubt? Sofiane, welcome. As I think this is going to be the starting 11 that we roll into the season with. We've got Alacouch in, we've got Gary Cahill in, we of course have bought McBurney as well, and one more, John Joe Shelby, just sat on the bench though for now, because we need to stick to the Scottish player rule, although we could get another Scotsman, you never know, in January, because I have a couple up my sleeve. But for now, we've got to simulate into 10 games time, so I'm going to count them out. I'm going to see how we are, hopefully see how Celtic are doing as well, so they don't take over. So we've simulated a bit into the career mode, but I actually have stopped before the games that we have to go, because of course we've got Celtic right here, or Rangers, should I say. Where's Celtic? As we do sit top of the league, we are beating them by 3 points, but this is a big one. We have to play them right here. The manager rating going down because we didn't do well in the Champions League. But it all matters on this stage. Can we get the win in a simulated game against Rangers? It would do us a big boost, as it's going to be a quick sim. They're playing the 4-3-2-1 Gerrard's formation, as it's a draw. So the pressure is still on. Morelos with a goal for them early on, but Laxlat gets us back a goal. However, after 10 games, it doesn't really matter. The draw means nothing because we actually played them in the first game in January on the 9th, but I want to see where we are in the league. The manager rating doesn't look good, and we are 1 point behind Rangers. That ain't good. I don't know how the results have gone for us. Only 1 defeat in the league, but 7 draws, which is not good enough. Aberdeen are a little bit behind us, so that's okay. As we play Celtic next, or Rangers next, should I say, but we do need some signings for Celtic. As this is how our team is sitting. We have Elyounoussi recalled by his actual team. Laxlat has stayed, but yeah, we've got a player missing now, so we do need a left cam. And I think I have an idea who I can go for. As here it is, return of Stewie. Stuart Armstrong comes back to Celtic for 7 million. I think that's a good deal. I think he was sold for more than that. So yeah, very good deal to get him back. He's probably going to go on the right as well and put maybe Christie onto the left. And of course, he's a Scotsman, so maybe we've got more freedom to sign someone else. And we are going to lose another player to Watford right here just before the game, though. Christopher Ayer going the other way. Of course, a great potential in him, but not in this career mode. We've got 1 year. We can't wait around for him. And of course, got him in the Grimsby Town save we do on this channel. So Celtic are the next game up as well. Want to get to that. No offers accepted, as this is a huge one. A lot riding on it. John Joe Shelby and Armstrong are back into the team now, as this is the starting 11. Come on, let's get a win against Rangers. Let's get to top of the league again. It's another 1-1 draw, and it's a last-minute goal from Kmar Roof to do it for them. God damn it. And after that draw, we need to keep on going. We need to try and get that manager rating up and, of course, get up the league, as we spend 11 million right now. I think that's the most we've spent so far. On a friend for Jeremy Frimpong, it's Jean-Paul Boetos from the Netherlands on an £11 million deal, of course. I think he's really good. A cam who can go in the middle now, because we can actually get rid of one of the Scotsmen if we want. So I think that business is a lot better than the first window. Spent a lot of money, 18, but 8 out, so we spent roughly 10. I mean, not roughly, definitely 10, as we are now onto the last running. We are actually above Celtic, but they do have a game in hand, and I think they've got better goal difference, or Rangers, should I say. Keep getting them mixed up, but come on. Let's win this league now. We are going to go and see where we finish. As I have skipped all the way to the last game of the season, which is, in fact, against Rangers. it's the biggest one, as Rangers are above us as well. This is it. It's down to this one. They are on 75 points. We are on 73. So this game means it all. If we win this, we win the league. If we lose, we don't. So I've got to get this right. What a way to end this rebuild. And it is, of course, going to be a quick sim. I'm not doing this like the other saves that other people do on career modes. It is a huge game. I'm going to play it fairly, though. Can we complete the challenge of beating Rangers and winning the SPFL with Celtic? It all comes down to this, and we do! We've done it! We have beaten Rangers in our own back garden, and we have won the SPFL. We've done the challenge, we've completed it, we have won the league, and we've still got a cup to go, but that is satisfying. Job done and dusted. And I'm so buzzing that we've completed the challenge. We have done it, as Shelby gets Player of the Month as well for March, but I am going to simulate this cup competition. I don't really care about it, but we will see how it goes. As hang on, there's been more league games added here. Is this challenge not over? This time I think I've got it the right way around, as Rangers are on top again though. It's the top half little playoff thing that happens in Scotland, so we need to beat them again, and it's going to be in a simulated one. It's the best team we have out. It's 1 point in it, and we must beat the Blues. So please, boys, don't let us down, as it's a 1-1 draw. We might have not actually won the league. I think Celtic have done it, or Rangers. That is disappointing. I honestly thought we stood a chance there, but no. We go into the cup next, as maybe it's like a playoff thing here. It's really weird how they do it in Scotland. No, I think actually Rangers have won the title. It's there, confirmed to the right-hand side. The challenge is failed. In fact, I thought I'd done it early on by beating them in the league, but no, we had to play them 4 times instead of 3. Very disappointing, as we'll play this cup game out as well. See if we can beat them in the cup and maybe get a little bit of glory. As let's have a look, shall we? Can we get a trophy at least to bow out in this competition with? I mean, it would be good to take away from Scotland in this first rebuild, as no, we lose on penalties as well to Rangers. McGregor, Brown and Shelby all missing in a row before McBurney buries him. So this is the first rebuild we've done on this channel. 1 season, of course, it only takes us to do this. And I think it's been a rather bad one. I think we haven't done what we wanted to do. We've lost out on the Scottish Premier League by 1 point. We've lost out on the Cup, both to Rangers, which is disappointing, but it can only go up. So, if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. If you've been here before, or you just want to suggest as well, get some names down below of another team you'd want me to do. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this rebuild. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hopefully, I've done it right. I mean, it's took quite a while to get this editing ready for it, but hopefully, yeah, I've done it right, because I don't know how this has fared. And thank you guys for watching anyway. If you've made it to the end, you are legends, as I will see you all later. Take care, peace, and done.